Well, Josh's worst day was the first day going to Big Valley and camping there. The most difficult part was biking on the gravel that was like sand. It was extremely difficult. I would say my worst day wasn't necessarily a day that we biked. It was the morning of our last day. When we had come to Lac Du Bonnet, I knew there was something definitely wrong with my back tire. And I didn't really attend to it when we were in Pinawa. I thought, no, we're stopped here for lunch and we wanted to get to the ruins at the Pinawa Dam and then get on to Lac Du Bonnet to the campground. And I thought, oh, I'll deal with it when we get to the campground. Well, we got to the campground somewhat late, and I thought, no, I'll deal with it in the morning. And of course, I got up quite early in the morning. It was about 6 in the morning, and I looked at my rear tire, and right away I had noticed that there were 4 spokes that were broken.
We have a major problem. The spokes on my dad's bike are very loose, so we had to tighten them, and there's 4 spokes that are broken on his bike. So that means that the wheel really wobbles quite bad. And you can't even turn the wheel.
At this point.
Yep.
And I thought, this isn't good. I also noticed that some of the spokes were loose, so I tried to tighten the spokes to the best of my ability, but because the 4 spokes had already broken, it already started becoming warped, the tire, the rim. So as I tried to tighten the spokes and tried to maybe salvage what was there, it simply got worse. And after about 3 or 4 hours of trying to fix it, I knew it was impossible to fix.
As you can see, it gets literally caught up right there, and it's not possible to turn. You can't bike on something like that.
No, you can't. That's bad. Since we were at Lac Du Bonnet, which is approximately 110 kilometers to Winnipeg, I knew we couldn't bike there, but I thought perhaps I could package my rim in a box and send it by courier to a bike shop in Winnipeg and switch out the sprocket on a new rim, and they could just simply ship it back to me. That would have been one option. That option would have taken 3 or 4 days.
Yep.
And quite frankly, the campground we were at was not exactly the best campground because the owner had closed the showers and washrooms, so there were only pit toilets, and we had no place to shower. And the camp fee was quite costly. I think it was the most costly campground we had stayed at this past summer. So that wasn't really an option, so to speak. So the other option was to call my bride, Marilee, and have her come from Plymouth and pick us up. And so we chose option B. I got it to the point where the rim was able to turn around in the frame, and we biked into Lac Du Bonnet and simply waited for Marilee to come and get us, and then we went back home to Plymouth after stopping in Beausejour for a wonderful supper at Blue Haze Barbecue. It was my 20th anniversary, so we were able to celebrate that day together. It was very unfortunate we had to stop the bike ride that day because we had intended to go to one of the most beautiful beaches at one point, which was Grand Beach.
Yeah.
It's overrun by zebra mussels. I don't know what it's like there right now, but the last time I had been there, it was quite an atrocious thing. But we were planning to bike to Grand Beach, and from Grand Beach we were going to go around Lake Winnipeg to the west side of the lake and go up toward Hecla Island, cut across in the interlake to Lake Manitoba and go up north to Steep Rock and come back home, probably biking through the Narrows and south down to Plumas.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we did not get that part of the bike ride accomplished, but maybe this summer we might do that. I don't know. Our intention was actually to take our bikes this year or last year across all of Canada, but that has not happened yet either, and we're still looking into options as to how to accomplish that.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, the day we ended that bike ride, the next days were supposed to be pretty easy days. We weren't going to be going far those days. So we had gotten a big part of Manitoba done, and then those days it would have just kind of been slow going.
Yeah, those were going to be sort of the more enjoyable days, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad, hey?
Yeah.
But that's how it goes, and it was a very, very sad day. So, this is our last day. Thanks for watching. We'll hopefully post these videos as soon as we can. And thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing.